Special setting for this special story on this Thursday morning. It's one that's sure to tug at your heart, tug us at the heart of any parents, but especially so on the heartstrings of a mom like you, Tracy.
Oh, this is a tough one for moms to even learn about this story. We want to introduce you this morning to a family hoping and praying for a Christmas miracle. They're awaiting a heart transplant for their 6-year-old after a near-death experience. And we do want you to prepare yourself because it's a bit difficult to process what this family's already gone through.
Look at me, press harder. Over here, press.
That heart-stopping moment is every parent's nightmare. A father following the instructions of an AED, doing compressions, desperately trying to save their son's life as a mom calls 911. 6-year-old Jonah Algar collapsed in his parents' bedroom, going into cardiac arrest. He was taken to UPMC Hammond and life-flighted to the Cleveland Clinic, now his temporary home.
It's really your worst fear as a mom to have a child who has been told cannot leave the hospital.
This sweet boy has a rare heart condition, restrictive cardiomyopathy, much like his mom, Lindsay, who had a heart transplant 22 years ago.
Through my sister's whole journey, even to this day, she's never once said, why? Why me? Never. And I say, why me? Why us? You know, wow, I joke that God must think our shoulders are so broad to make us go through this journey again.
Jonah's condition is more severe, though, making a heart transplant the only option for survival. As dire as the situation is for this core family of 4, they boldly hold on to hope and lean on their enormous village.
Right now, we can only take one day at a time.
The community support is unbelievable. The amount of people praying for our grandson, the physical support.
Thank you, everyone.
And sweet Jonah remains strong, looking to his mom as a source of comfort and a role model.
I think that he looks up to her as his real-life superhero.
After all, she walked these same halls 2 decades ago, waiting for her perfect match and new hope for life.
She's brave, and so is he.
I'm not really scared because my mom is going through it. Mom's going through it with me, and she already had a heart transplant, so she can help me go through it.
What I see in him right now is I don't see any panic. I don't see any fear. He's looking at his mom, and it's like, my mom went through this, and so can I. And he looks at her as his hero, and his dad. I mean, Lindsay explained what his dad did to revive him. And Jonah turned to his dad and said, "Dad, you saved my life." And that's awesome. That is just so awesome. So awesome.
Tracy Tudup reporting.
Incredible story, Tracy. One of my big takeaways from that is looking at young Jonah's eyes. You can see that strength and resilience in his eyes on those pictures, but also that vulnerability, knowing that he needs some help along the way.
Yeah, and in talking with his family, he is a very sweet, kind-hearted boy, so he is having to dig deep for that sort of strength and grit. He is officially listed as high priority on the transplant list. That happened recently, but the average wait time is 9 to 12 months for a child to get an organ transplant. So this is going to be a long road for Jonah, for his core family of 4, for his extended family, the whole village. People have been reaching out left and right. So if you're looking for ways to help, there is the way to do that through the Children's Organ Transplant Association. It's CODA. They are helping the family with their fundraising campaign to cover the medical expenses for the wait time, for the transplant, and for his care afterwards. We're talking $1 million or more to help them with medical expenses. So that information is at the QR code on the bottom of your screen. It's also on our website at erienewsnow.com. You can find this entire story there as well if you'd like to share it with your friends and your family. Again, this is going to be a long journey for them, so we intend to continuing coverage right here on Erie News Now.
Yeah, and I would encourage folks to get on erienewsnow.com to check out Jonah's story once again and share it.